Oh my god. Oh my god, y'all. This is the biggest. This is the worst pain I've ever felt in my life. Oh, this is. I feel like this is the worst mistake I've made. Oh my god, man. Yo, what is going on, y'all? I was just kidding. I'm not in a lot of pain, but my procedure is done. I'm gonna start off by showing y'all how they did with the procedure, and y'all can let me know what y'all think in the bottom. Either good, bad, whatever you want to say. I don't care. You can drop it in the comments, and I'll check it out. But I'm just gonna tell y'all about my experience. I'm probably gonna make like 2-3 videos about this because it's different aspects I want to hit on, like customer service and all types of stuff, and my actual the surgery procedure and things like that. But I'm gonna speak about. I think the most important part is the actual procedure. So I think that's what everybody wants to know about, and I'll touch on other things later because I don't want to make this a long video. But anyways, I got my hair, I got my FUE procedure done yesterday. It took about 12 hours. It wasn't 12 hours straight through. We did have breaks and everything, but it took about 12 hours. Like I said in the last video, I was super nervous, man. I was super nervous. Like I'm comfortable with traveling and things like that, but this was my first time getting a surgery. I'm in a different country. A lot of people here don't speak English, and if they do, it's very little. And so I was a little bit on edge, super nervous, a little anxiety. Anyway, so I get picked up in the morning. Everybody, the shuttle brings us to the clinic, and I was a surprisingly very calm. A lot of the people I was with, you see a whole bunch of fidgeting, feet tapping, people tapping on a desk and stuff like that. I'm like, wow, everybody here is nervous or whatever, which is understandable. And we go up, we get some blood work, and I kind of get a little bit comfortable because, like, I ain't gonna lie, it was some pretty good looking females in the clinic. I'm like, okay, I don't know if this was on purpose, but this is very good because I'm a little bit at ease now. The girl that was taking my blood, look, man, I ain't trying to be funny or facetious, but it was one girl taking my blood, or she was about to, and when they were injecting it, another chick, very shapely, nice tight clothes on, she walked past, and that took my mind off the little prick I was about to get. I'm like, okay, cool. Hopefully you be in there when I'm getting the procedure done. So the girls actually kind of put me at ease. I ain't gonna lie. After that, I don't know if this was before or after. I don't know. But you know, you go in there, you make your payment, you speak to a doctor, and they put this thing in your head. They scan. They give you like a microscopic look at your scalp, and they kind of tell you if you have hard skin, it'll be more difficult to get the hair out. If it's softer, it'll be more easier. And you know, I expressed my concerns about my donor. I'm like, man, I don't know if I have the best donor for this, man. It's kind of dense up top and kind of weak at the bottom. So we just talk about, you know, that or whatever. Fast forward a little bit, I get on the actual operating table. It's certain words I'm trying not to use in this video because I feel like subconsciously they can be very intimidating, like drill, operation, and like stuff. Those are the only two I can think about right now, but those were, I don't know if it's just me, but them words are very intimidating when you in a situation like that. So I'll just call it the procedure table. So when I get in the room and I get on the procedure table, and I'm getting ready to take my anesthetic. Now this is the part that I wanted to hit on the most. This is what had me shook this whole damn time, getting the anesthetic poked in the back of your head with a needle. I've heard many men on YouTube say that it was the most pain they ever felt. On a scale from 1 to 10, it was a 7, it was an 8. I am here to tell y'all that hearing people say that had me scared as hell. Literally had me shaking. Like, not continuously shaking, but I'll be trying to keep my cool, trying to focus on my breathing, and I just shake. I was very on edge. Every time I heard a noise, I jumped. To the point where they thought I was cold. They gave me some damn cover. I was a little cold, but that wasn't the biggest contributor to all the shaking and fidgetiness that was coming out of me. I was scared as hell. Let me be the first to tell you, those shots are not that bad, y'all. It is the worst part of the procedure because it's the only part you feel, but those shots are not bad. If I had to rate it from a 1 to a 10, and I'm speaking about the back, because you have to get shots in 2 different places, in the back of your head and at the top of your head. As you can see, my head is kind of swollen right now, but the back of the head, I would give that pain rating a 3, probably a 2 out of 10, and I'm being so serious with y'all. The first one they put in, I barely even felt it. I wanted to turn around with the damn needle in my head, I was so shocked that I did it. I barely felt it. Now, they do give you about 15 to 20 shots. I didn't know that. I kind of figured you'd get like 4, but you get way more than that. It was like, I'll just say 17 shots. And I feel like out of those 17 shots I received, maybe 3 of them I felt. If they felt like bee stings. Now, if you ever been stung by a bee, you know it don't feel good, but it ain't devastating pain. So all the people hyping up the pain on that, don't be worried about that, man. Y'all grown men. I don't know. I'll just leave it at that. So after I get the numbing in the back of my head, they start the procedure. I still am a little shooken up because, like, this is my first time. Look, I'm on the other side of the world alone, getting a surgery. I was so nervous for whatever reason. I was thinking about Kanye West's mama and she died doing this. I was in my head. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. I'm not gonna try to get on here and act tough. And you can't see what's going on too. That's kind of what bothered me. So I'm face down. You pretty much like on a massage bed. They got the little thing and your face is in it, and they doing a procedure. Now you can hear the tool that they're using to extract the hair. And that was a little bit nerve-wracking at first. I kind of figured that I would be asleep during the procedure because I didn't. My sleeping schedule. What time is it? It's 11:22 and I'm wide awake. And back home it's probably like, I don't know. I'll post it, but yeah, I'm on that time right now. So I kind of figured I'd be exhausted or whatever, but I was not. I stayed awake the whole day. Fast forward, when they finished extracting all the hair from the back, they bring you into a hallway and they give you a meal that they want you to eat. So because when you got all that anesthetic, you probably look, it's a whole combination of things that'll make you kind of like out of it. Like, you probably jet lagged, you got the anesthesia in your head, you've been laying down for like 4 or 5 hours, and yeah, so when I got up I was a little bit dizzy or whatever. I ate the food. And the doctor that told me about, the quality of skin that you have to get the best results or whatever, he came back and he was like, hey, how many grafts do you think we were able to get? And I was like, I don't know. I wasn't focused on that at all. I'm trying to keep my cool up in there. But I was like, I don't know, maybe 35 to 3,800. And he told me that they took 5,800 grafts. Now, in my mind, my game plan when I got here, I showed y'all my donor area, how it's kind of dense up top and looking a little weak on the bottom as if I already had a FUE procedure. I was a little worried about that because I've heard complaints about Ashley Tarkin over harvesting, and initially I didn't have a problem with that. I'm like, hey man, over harvest me all you want because I'm trying to cover this top part. But I spoke to Onagadin, which is another fellow hair YouTuber. Should definitely check out his page. Unfortunately, he don't make videos anymore, but he does still have excellent videos on his channel with very pertinent information that you definitely want to check out if you're interested in getting a hair transplant procedure. Yeah, so speaking to Onagadin kind of put me in the mindset. Basically what he was saying is, you're about to get this procedure and you're going to go back to being the person you were before you started balding. Now, being that person, would you want to have a lot of hair up top and no hair on the back? Like, he was basically trying to put in my head that you want to think about, I guess, from a longevity perspective. Like, I was kind of coming from a desperation point of view, being that, like, I'm a Norwood 7, I have nothing, so I'll take anything I can get. But he definitely did put that in my head, and I kind of kept that at the forefront as well. So I was being cognizant of my donor while getting a procedure done. With them taking 5,800 and just putting that on top, and initially I had a forecast of taking, for both procedures total, 7,000 grafts, maybe 5 up front and 2 in the back for my crown. I guess we just gonna have to see how this donor recovers, and I can go from there. But yeah, so that was how much they extracted from the back of my head. I was pleasantly surprised, because I thought that they weren't going to be able to do that, but they got way more than I expected. So hopefully that turns out good. Let me get to the other part, because it's 2 parts of the procedure. You get the anesthetic for the back of the head, they do the extractions, you get a break. Then after you get done doing that break, they bring you back into the room, they draw your lining, you get the anesthetic, and then they start to put the grafts in. Now, this is where things kind of went wrong for me. I'm getting this procedure, so 1, I won't look bald. 2, I miss having hair. I would like to have hair. And 3, I wanted these crispy linings that they've been handing out. I've been seeing everybody getting these crispy linings. I'm like, can I have one? So as you can see, I got the Yo Gotti fade. I got the Flow Rider on deck. You know, a little bit of Jamie Foxx. And hey, I'm happy with what I got, but this is not what I asked for. So after I got done eating and they drew the lining, me and the guy, we were kind of going back and forth, not in a bad way, but I was considering his expertise, but I was also trying to tell him what I wanted, and he was explaining to me how you can't get a lining and put it over the muscles in your head because it won't work, blah blah blah. So we came to an agreement. He drew the lining and I was very pleased with what he drew. After the procedure, when they showed me the mirror, I felt like the lining he drew, because it's like a peak part of my head where my lining naturally is, and it's like 1/2 inch lower than this. You know, I flew all the way from the other side. I flew all the way to the other side of the world to get this procedure done. And if I'm asking and I'm paying for something to get done, I want it done the way that I asked for it. I'm not completely upset, but I did want my lining to be a little lower. And being that they already took 5,800 grafts from the back of my head, I'm kind of like, well, damn, the next time I come here to get my crown done, is lowering my lining even possible? But at the end of the day, I still got 6 months to see how my donor is going to turn out, how the actual first procedure is going to turn out, and we can go from there. Okay, so this is the part that all the people scared of needles might want to listen to. Now, I'm not trying to scare y'all, but getting the anesthetic put in the top of your head was a little bit more painful. It was a little different. You get, I think, the same amount, probably like 17, 18 shots. These you can feel a lot more, I'm guessing, because the skin is thinner up top. But like I said, from a pain rating, I probably give this a 3, maybe a 4 at the very, very most.
Nothing keeps you awake more than pain, Thomas.
More of these shots hurt than the ones in the back. I would probably say out of the 18 shots, probably 5 of them hurt. Let me not say hurt. I felt 5 of them. Just imagine getting 5 bee stings. But a good part is, I don't know if it's because I was laying down with my face towards the ground during the first procedure. Maybe the anesthetic kind of went into the front of my head. But after the first 2 shots that they give you, it kind of numbs the top of your head for the rest of the shots. And I don't know if it travels more easier in the front of the, I don't know. But yeah, I don't want to spend too much time on that. It ain't bad, y'all. At the end of the day, I'm not upset. You know, I came here to get this done. I got it done. As you can see, I'm a little swole, but that's all a part of the process. I will be making more videos about my experience. Hey, thank y'all for watching me on this journey. Y'all make sure y'all give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share the video if you or you know somebody that is trying to get this procedure. Leave comments so I can answer y'all questions. I don't care what they are. I don't care how vulnerable you feel. Hit me in the DM. I don't know. Let me know what you want to know while I'm here so I can get that information to you. And hopefully when you get here, you'll have a little bit more of an understanding of how to handle what you're getting yourself into. So until the next video, I appreciate y'all watching. Peace. Apple bottom jean boots with the fur.